All right, so let's talk about the most recent film that you have out now, Untangled. And I really want to know what inspired you to write that one.
Well, I came up with the idea for Untangled because, I wanted to show different sides to relationships, and I also wanted to kind of touch on, this whole premise of like, monogamy. What does that really mean? And also I wanted to touch on different aspects of, elements, rather, shall I say, of the women when they get involved with men who decides that he want to be with another woman in addition to her, right? Mm-hmm. So the first time, when most women find out that their man is with another woman, what's she gonna do?
She gonna go crazy,
right? Right. But that's the first thing she gonna do, right? Uh-huh. So she gonna go crazy. She gonna do all of this, that, and the other.
Yeah, she gonna accept
it. I didn't say that. But here's the thing, though. If that's why when you watch Untangled, the way Diana reacted to Tasha coming to the house, shout out to Kelly Crossfire, Milwaukee local.
Oh, I know that. Don't cry.
The way Diana reacted to her, she said, me and you ain't gonna have no problem over a choice that he made, because Tasha was trying to have an issue, right? But this is what I want to touch on. One of the reasons why I wrote that, man, because it's like, it's almost like a systematic thing for a woman to react in that way, because this is what society has taught them, right? And then every time you got a black woman on the TV screen and there's another woman involved in her relationship, it becomes a love triangle. Mm-hmm. The first thing she want to do, the first thing the writers want to do is make her look like a insane person.
An angry black woman, yeah.
You know what I mean? But what we don't understand is that starts to become a part of the DNA, and that becomes a part of people's perception of reality. So if you do that over a course of generations, what's going to happen is people going to think that that's how they're supposed to move.
I like how you said that. It's the perception of reality, because that's what we see and that's what we believe to be true. Right. So what we going to do?
And I wanted to challenge that with Diana's character, because I think that it's important, that, women and these young women, they see another side. Because here's the thing, man, they out here tricking their lives off. You know what I mean? And it's like you got kids, so not only is you screwing your life off, but you done screwed the life off of, this is real stuff, even though it's a fictional story, man. Like, I can personally attest to a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure a lot of people can.
If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. You dropping gems. Don't tell them too much, because I want them to see it, but yeah. So, I'm going to ask you this then, and I want to ask you, what is cheating to you then in a relationship? My nigga laugh. You say shit when you cheat on your diet.
Listen. You being a comedian. No, listen. Here's how I look at stuff, man. My whole thing with cheating is this, and I see you brought a woman out here.
I was just
so I don't know where this finna go.
We gonna let you know. That's what she. Don't worry about it, Bree.
This is my fault. This is my idea of cheating.
Okay.
Right? When you get in a relationship, whatever you decide that is going to be your relationship is going to be your relationship. Right? Mm-hmm. So you got some people out here, they in relationships where it's like, okay, that's not an issue. You know what I mean? But then you have some people that look at that, okay, that wasn't an agreement. The agreement was not that we was going to be dealing with other people. So then that would be cheating, right? Mm-hmm. But once again, this perception has been woven into society to automatically say, okay, well, girl, he doing this, so he ain't no good man. He ain't no good, or, whatever the situation. Or it could be on the vice versa. It could be men. You know what I mean? Like, but people need to understand that, we living in, it's 2022, man. You know what I'm saying? And if we living in an era where they saying it's okay you know, which I have nothing against this. You know, I'm just letting everybody know. I don't want nobody try to cancel me like they did Dave Chappelle. But, you know, we living in a world where if they're going to allow 2 women to marry and 2 men to marry, then I think that it should be okay for a man to marry 2 women.
I salute that one.
I think it should be okay. I mean, I'm just saying. If this is what they're going to allow, right? But once again, it's all about what is drilled into your brain. You know what I mean? So sometimes, man, you got to recondition people to just look at stuff, not how you look at it, but just to say, okay, look at this through another lens.
For a fact.
That's all.
When you read it, I like that. Man, your word choice be slick, bro. He ain't from here, man. My nigga went to West Allen from here. So I'm glad you said that, and I do have Bree on the show because it's 2 men on the show, and I want them to feel like we was, because I'm on the same page you on. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like you stated, if it's been set in stone in the beginning, it shouldn't be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something that we established. So if we establish it, is it truly wrong? So I'm gonna ask you first. What is your definition of cheating, and do you agree with what he's saying? She like, hell no.
Hey, listen.
Don't clap.
Let me sit over here. I already see it coming.
Don't clap. Just talk regular.
I'm not gonna clap. I'm not gonna clap.
Violence free zone.
My definition of cheating is when a man go outside of his relationship. I feel like when you get into a relationship with a woman, that one woman should be able to fulfill all your needs. So if she's not able to fulfill all your needs, why be with that woman? Go find the woman that's able to fulfill your needs. Don't get into that relationship. So therefore, if you're going to go outside of your relationship, most definitely that is cheating. Do I agree with what he said? Absolutely not. No, I don't agree with what he said, because I feel like it's no reason for one man to be able to feel like he should have 2 women to fulfill something that one woman should be able to do. If he can't find that in one woman, then don't be in a relationship.
I can hear the ladies now.
Yeah, I already know, bro. Wait a minute.
We finna hook her up. Don't worry about it.
Let me interject. Mm-hmm. So what I did, if you pay attention to me, what I said was whatever somebody agreed to. I never said that a man should do anything. Mm-hmm. I never said that. Okay. What I'm saying is this. You know, everybody is adults. You know, and see, listen to me though. Her answer was strictly based on, once again, what society has been feeding you all of these years. Because let's be real, we open to opinions, right? If we open to opinions, what I said was, if someone enters a relationship, my definition of cheating is when you're going outside whatever covenant or whatever agreement you have with this person, you know. And it's like this, man.
Oh, look at her.
You know, I know she don't. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know if she heard me correctly, but that's what I said. So guess what? If a man tells a woman that he's just gonna be with her, then and you go outside of that, you cheating.
You cheat.
Or you know, go ahead. I want to hear your side.
But I agree with what you're saying, because if it's something that, for example, I'm friendly. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm a very friendly person. I talk to people, I call everyone love and things like that. All right? Now, if my woman knows that, she knows that that's what I do. I'm just saying something simple. And then I come out and I see you for the first time. How you doing, love? I'm smiling in your face. I make you laugh. Oh, he cheating on his girl. Nah. She know this. She know I do this. She know I do everything. Now, in somebody else's relationship, that could be cheating.
Bingo. Right? See, listen, though. That be the problem. Because you got too many people got all this say-so about what the next person doing. At the end of the day, man, guess what? Worry about your house. And I'm not talking about you.
I know.
I'm just, you know what I mean? But no, I'm just saying, because I know she got her hand balled up.
Right.
But
and she got the other hand. I don't know what's over there.
Can I just ask her a question real
Absolutely.
quick?
Go ahead.
So, let me ask you this. How do you feel about the notion that he threw at me about well, no, I threw that out there. When I said, you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. About the whole idea of a man and entering into another relationship with a woman, and his woman and his other woman have all these issues with each other, you know, and then they ready to kill each other about some stuff that he got going on. How do you feel about that?
No.
Because you look like you'll be ready to go get your sisters, put on some Vaseline on your face, and go out and find a girl. So now you
stereotyping.
I don't know. I'm
just stereotyping us.
Why do I... What image am I giving off to give you that?
I'm just messing with you. I don't know.
Okay.
But you back with your nails done.
No. Now, I agree with you on that one. I feel like when a man is going outside of his relationship or whatever the case may be, the woman problem should not be with that other woman, because most definitely her loyalty does not lie to that woman. It lies to that man, and his loyalty lies to her. So most definitely I would not say that the woman should go start some BS or drama with the other woman, because it's not her problem. You don't know what he was going back feeding her. You don't know what he was going back telling her. He could have been telling her, oh, I'm not with her. I don't have a relationship with her. That's just my friend. But yet on the other hand, he has a whole household with kids and a family in a living in situation. It could be running back saying something else. So most definitely I don't agree with women bickering back and forth with women, because sometimes the main issue, well, 9 times out of 10, the main issue is that man. So therefore, that's where the issue should lie at right there. So no, I'm not.
Well, we agree on something.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna pray for whoever you dealing with, because that mouth, you know. Ooh, do you lose the argument? What you is? You a Leo?
I'm Aquarius.
Same thing. So that woman crazy. So let me ask you this then. All right, and I don't mean to be too personal. If you don't want to answer it, say pass. Okay. Have you been cheated on?
Yes.
Did you go back to him?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm gonna stop you right there. So now if you do something once, right, and you get away with it, what's to stop you from doing it again?
You're correct, because he's only going to do what you allow him to do.
Okay, now can I say something?
Go ahead.
Because here's something that a lot of people overlook. He said, would you go back to this man, right? Mm-hmm. You know, why do you think women go back to these relationships and be with these men? Or listen, I'm gonna take it off of the women, and I'm gonna say, why do you think people do it? Because men do this. Why do people go back to these situations? Well, first let's talk about the women. Why is it? And it might be several reasons. Why do you think women go back to deal with these men? It could be several reasons.
Stability, for one. It could be they're comfortable. It could be sex. It could be the fact that they feel like, I done put up with this man BS for so many years. Why leave this relationship and go find another man and end up dealing with the same BS that I'm dealing with now? Why not stay where I'm at? At least I know what I got here, or what's coming from this person right here, this new person. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know what baggage is coming along with this person. But this person you've been with for 6, 7, 10, 15 years, you already know what's coming along with that person.
So what he's kind of saying in so many words, then, why not accept it and make it a norm thing?
Now see.
Did I say that?
I said it, bro.
I didn't say that.
I'm asking though, but like, why not accept it and make it a norm? If you say, I'm gonna put up with this, why not make it comfortable?
Because
put stipulations on it. Like,
was it a choice that you were given when you first got with this person? Was it laid out to you on the table when y'all first started dealing with each other?
Absolutely not. But iPhones evolve every year, baby. Okay.
No.
So look, I'm gonna ask you a question. Have you seen the movie Untangled?
I've seen bits of it.
You've seen bits of it. Mm-hmm. Do you know when Jamal character's Malik stepped out on his wife?
No, I didn't see that part.
You don't? Okay. Can you explain what happened there? And I'm gonna ask you, was he wrong, or? And then when he explains it to you, I'm gonna ask you the same thing.
Well, here's the thing. We never established in the film, why he did it or at what point he did it. Mm-hmm. But what we did establish in the film was that they had a strained relationship. Not only just he had a strained relationship with his wife, but he had a strained relationship with his son, Khalil. Mm-hmm. And this. I mean, come on, let's just be honest. Most people, when you get in these strained relationships, whether it's male or female, that's the easy way for somebody else to come along and be involved, because, they pretty, I mean, if you watch the movie, Diana told the girl when she came over there, she said, I've been knowing about you for like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like she knew that, all right, man, everything ain't going the way we wanted to go. So it's like, I don't know how that's supposed to go, but that's what he chose to do.
So was he justified by it then? I ain't gonna say necessarily justified, but as a man, we understand it. I'm not gonna say it like it's right or wrong, but I understand it. So was he justified?
Was he justified?
Because she's saying if everything's happy and good, it shouldn't he have nothing to worry about. But it wasn't happy and good. It wasn't.
I mean, I'm gonna say this to you right here, on some real shit. You know, I think that in situations like that, you know, before they get to the point to where you two stop going outside of the agreement that you had, then, you know, somebody need to either pull the plug or it needs to be a new agreement.
Who told you to say that, bro?
Nobody.
That was a good answer. Who told you? You gotta
you gotta understand, man. You know what I mean? I've been around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, this is real life. You know what I'm saying? Like this is real life situation. Like that movie really came from an idea of me really wanting people to understand, you know, how to deal with relationships when they get fucked up. You know what I mean? Like that just wasn't me just trying to come up with a money grab to say, okay, let's make a slick movie about these people. Let's try to put in there. She really thinking over here. But you know what I'm saying? No, I can dig it. So that's really why I put that together, man. So, you know, I don't want people to just be like, okay, this is about Tasha just being nuts. No, this is about, if you pay attention to Diana, she was the level-headed one. You know what I'm saying? She was the one, you know, because she was older. She was the one that was bringing the understanding, and that don't be like that all the time with the older women. You know, she was the one that was bringing the understanding to the table. Even when in the kitchen, when she told her, she said, you know, people might have overlooked this part when she said, listen, I want you to be a part of this family. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, you know, I normally don't read the comments, but, you know, like I'm in a bunch of groups on Facebook, you know, all over the place, and, you know, like they got all these shares and people writing there, reading the comments, they like, she crazy, ain't nowhere in the world. I would have had that conversation with her. She would have got this happen to her. But it goes back to what I said initially. What is that going to prove?
Nothing.
That ain't gonna solve nothing. So what I'm saying to you is we gotta stop thinking like that. And now they done gave these girls concealed carry. You know what I'm saying? Now they out here shooting each other. So my point of it is, man, somebody gotta talk about it. If there's not gonna be a leader, a woman, female leader that's gonna come along and say something about this, why isn't this being a part of the conversation? Why ain't nobody talking about this? I mean, that's a part of your, you know, culture, like on your shirt. Why ain't nobody stood up and said, listen, we need to really talk about this, and from not an emotional standpoint, but, you know, from an analytical standpoint.
Because maybe women don't want to accept it.
That's heavy.
Maybe they don't want to come to grips with what's really going on or what's really happening.
Wow. That's heavy. But then, let me ask you this, do you think they accept it anyway?
Of course. I do feel like women do accept it. I say for myself, I have before. Not to say that I will ever accept it again, but most definitely, yes, I have. And it's not a conversation that I wanted to have.
Right.
You know, I didn't want to come to grips with it. I didn't want to face the fact that, okay, this is my life. This is a situation that I'm dealing with.
So you basically saying you will let Diana move in with y'all and y'all be a family?
Hey, wait. I didn't laugh because I thought it was funny. I laughed because this dude is funny. Listen, I want to know the answer.
No. This is what I'm saying.
Why not?
Why not?
That's a joke.
What we gonna do? This is what we gonna do, Bree. We gonna have a whole segment on that because I like this conversation. We gotta do this again.
Yeah.
But for the sake of time, I want to ask you two more questions before we get up out of here.
Right.
With the whole Swift Motion Pictures, what makes you stand out from any other companies? Because I definitely want to promote you because I actually love the things that you're doing, your message behind everything. Some people's message is making their pockets bigger regardless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not saying there's something wrong with that.
Yeah.
But it's a bigger message behind it. You know, so
Yeah.
what makes yours stand out from other companies that are out here?
Man, you know, I would have to say, you know, that I think that, you know, our whole thing, you know, at Swift Motion Pictures is about quality, you know, and it's also about elevation. You know, so my thing is I'm always, when I'm not actively on set shooting stuff, you know, I'm always trying to figure out what's another way to get in through distribution. You know, how can we make bigger projects and better projects? How can we be competitive, you know, with other films out there on Tubi, Amazon? How do we get bigger distribution? How do we, you know, break off into, you know, situations with BET and stuff like that, man? And, you know, we got a lot of deals on the table. We got a lot of stuff we working on. So, you know, I'm not knocking nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, ain't nobody really making movies around here like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, but a few brothers that I know, you know what I'm saying, Hov and them, they got some stuff. My man Steve-O, you know what I'm saying, Trust Nobody, and he got another joint he doing, you know, so, but I just think that, you know, my whole thing is, and I'm not talking about Milwaukee when I say that, I'm talking about
industry,
like a lot of people in this space that we in right here. You know, a lot of people is cool with just being where they at. You know what I'm saying? Like me, when I'm talking to my team, it's always about how do we get to the next level. Like this cool, you know what I'm saying? But I want everybody that's around me, you know what I'm saying, to be in position. And the only way we gonna do that, we gotta keep leveling up.
Man, this interview has been a blessing, and the way it seemed that from what I hear, your foot gonna stay on next. You don't want to be better than the next person. You want to be better than you was yesterday.
100%.
And that's what it sounds like. So I appreciate it. For the people that don't know you, please let them know where they can find you on social medias.
Swift Sloan on Instagram, and then the company is Swift Motion Pictures.
Got you, man. I'd like to thank you.
Man,
Appreciate it. Be careful. Breathe right there, bro. You might want to have to walk out this way. Breathe. He cool? He good?
He good. He cool.
You want to let people know where they can find you at?
No.
She said don't find her. I'm Eda Black, y'all. This MKEVERIFIED. Make sure y'all follow us on all platforms. Instagram, MKEVERIFIED. And on YouTube, the links are in the bio. Peace.